always goes well if I remember to add myself to the stream. My God, I need to have a shave. This is not looking good. Right. I need to add having a shave to my list of activities that I need to do. Welcome. We're back on the sofa, although we are surrounded by cardboard boxes. But we're back on the sofa after months of absence. We have returned. I say we, it's just me. So, on that bombshell, let's cue the intro. Right, here we are. I've got a crate of cider next to me. I've got a seat. Let the carnage commence. So far, we've got Pat and Chris in the chat. Welcome, Pat. I'm good, thank you. I hope you are. Chris has said hello to Pat, but not me. Very rude. He's obviously more focused on flirting with Pat tonight. Let me finish with fruit juice before I get on to my cider. And that's it. We've just got Chris and Pat so far, but the viewer count is higher. Oh, Chris has remembered I'm here now. Thank you, Chris. Good evening to you as well. Right, let's grab a cider. Here we go. Done my first ever podcast today over on the Car Boot Chris's channel, Cookie and the Haydens. I think it's still called that. He's rebranded everything as Car Boot Chris, but I'm not sure if he's rebranded that. Brilliant podcast. I was amazing. Good evening, Dom. Hello, Ali. Hello, Richard. It's nearly Easter time as well, so look, why not? Let's just say Happy Easter, and then I've said it now, and we're all ready for Easter. Not that I've got any legs. Legs? I've got legs. Eggs. Definitely got legs. I've been using them to walk around. Sophie's in the chat. Welcome, Sophie. Deep Fried Deals. Dave is in. Welcome, Dave. Dave count is currently on 1, unless other people identify as a Dave as well. Sophie might identify as a Dave now. We don't know. We'll have to ask her. The link is in the chat if anyone wants to come live. Saves people from watching me spill cider and whatnot down myself. Can't use the word whatnot now. Because whatnot is obviously the name of a selling platform now. So people who get confused thinking I'm talking about selling platforms. Just with Carport Chris. Is that what we call him now? Carport Chris. Podcast. I'm a podcaster. Maybe I'll do my own podcast in the future. Probably not, though. I don't have time to do anything at all at the minute. Better than keep my crowd entertained. And we have got our first guest on. Hello, Dave. Oh, and we've not been able to afford the lighting today.
No, I don't identify as a Dave.
Oh, okay. I saw a sales video from you the other day. You should be able to afford lighting.
Well, I'm just, I've just got in from work, so I like to chill.
I've had a week off this week, so I've not been in work, and I've probably worked the hardest I've ever worked. Probably not the hardest I've ever worked, but I've worked rather hard this week.
Yeah.
My week off, I've been sorting out my unit so I can get stuff out of the house. We've repainted the front of the house, so it has now got a black door and a black garage door and all sorts going on. I've got loads of stuff out the house, and yet I'm still surrounded by junk, as we can see.
Yeah, I do know that feeling, just being surrounded by junk. But yeah, I haven't, because I've been at work all day. I thought any time I get like on my break, or any little bit I get if I go to the toilet, whatever, I'm just going to do sell similars like all day. So I've just kind of drip fed sell similars like all day. I haven't seen anything from it yet, but I'll see if it helps.
It's not been a great day for sales today for me, to be honest, on eBay. Amazon is outperforming eBay at the minute, and Amazon has a fraction of the stock. I've sold out of most stuff on Amazon.
Yeah, it's good. I found eBay very slow for me this week, actually. The past 3 weeks it's been quite good, but this week it's been really slow.
Well, budget day, I didn't get a sale until 6 o'clock in the evening, which was unheard of. I was like, eBay clearly broken. And then I had 5 in the evening, so I was like, not entirely poor. But
yeah, I've sent out a few offers today, but I just thought I'd try just drip feeding like loads of sell similars whenever I can today, just to see if it kind of G's things along a little bit.
I've made a few offers today as well, but of a different variety.
Oh right, yeah. But I'm off on Sunday, so I can do some listing then. I just need to check round the door actually, because I've had a return because the jeans didn't fit them. It says delivered, but I haven't seen them. I'm just gonna have a quick check round the door.
Okie dokie. Now the chat's gone super quiet. Yep. We've got more people. Who's not said hello yet? Give us a bellow and come say hello. Still need to get better at these rhymes, really. At least that one was vaguely right. But yeah, who we got watching? I'm always interested to know who our viewers are, especially if we've got new viewers. Any sign of current, not for a few weeks. We might pop up later. We never know.
Yeah, I have got them. I probably just stepped on them as I walked in earlier.
I do that. I keep finding stuff that's been sent back that I've not dealt with. Cleaning the house, I've just found like 5 returns. I was like, I've never relisted these, and now all the pictures and everything have gone, so I'm gonna have to repicture them as well.
Yeah, I've got a couple of parcels down my front door where I've been like, oh, whatever, and they've just sort of stayed there.
It's not great though. I should have get them relisted because
yeah, I think I'm going to do that Sunday. Is open up these. I've only got like 2, maybe 3, but can't remember what's in them anymore.
Look, it could be like a magical mystery tour. So I've found stock in my unit that I never knew I had. No knowledge of purchasing whatsoever. And I'll probably, after I've moved and actually start unboxing some of it, I will probably completely forget it. I've had it all over again.
Yeah. When are you going to move? Have you decided yet or not?
I just need to finish emptying the house, get it cleaned, and then we'll go on the market. So it won't be long.
That's good.
Hopefully by the end of the month.
Yeah.
I've seen some
Yeah.
properties that look of interest. There's a bungalow just probably half a mile from Car Boot Chris.
Oh yeah.
4 bedrooms and a big workshop.
Oh nice.
I think that can just about accommodate the business.
Yeah.
But I'd rather be in Prestatyn where my mum is.
Yeah.
But it's a choice between location and space.
Yeah. You kind of need to find like a happy medium, really.
Or become a millionaire.
Well, yeah, all that. Yeah.
What are you drinking tonight?
I've got a Stella.
Oh, okay.
My sister's just been accepted for a shared ownership mortgage. Was what I was going to say. Which is really good.
That is how I first got onto the property ladder.
Yeah. So I've started to kind of think, because I've always been obviously because I rent anyway, I find it difficult saving. But I'd kind of just given up all hope of ever buying anywhere. And it's kind of made me think, oh, actually, maybe I could, like, if she's done it. Because Rosie works at Sainsbury's, so she earns less than me.
Yeah.
So she's just getting like a 1-bed flat. But it's still, the rent on it and the mortgage is still cheaper than what she'd pay if she just outright, rented it.
Yeah.
So I've kind of started to think, maybe I should kind of get my head down a bit. And
well, you might have a good chance as a key worker.
Yeah. Kind of think maybe I should kind of get my head down a bit and save. I'd like to get like a 2-bed house, and there's a new development coming like round the corner from me. It's not far. Like they're literally just digging the ground like now. So, yeah.
It's I think I bought a house too young, but having one, I'm glad I got one because like I'd never be able to afford the rent on a 1-bedroom flat is nearly as much as it used to be. More, but then the mortgage rates went up. But the rent on a 1-bedroom flat isn't much difference to what I pay on a mortgage on this house. So
yeah, that's the thing, that I'm stuck in this flat now because what I pay for this flat is really cheap, like mainly because it's a bit of a shithole. But I can't move because for the same as what I've got, they all start from about £300 a month more.
Yeah.
And I'm just like stuck here now. Plus, because of like, obviously, because I work on the bank, so there's some weeks where I don't get as many shifts as others, but at least I know I can always afford this place, even if I have a couple of shit weeks. That's the only other thing. Rather than if I went to somewhere for the same as what I've got, but was like £300 more, I'd be like shitting myself all the time.
You'd have to, you just have to work twice as hard to stay in the same place, stay still,
Yeah.
So
but I think on these things, well, what they're kind of guessing so far is with Persimmon, a 2-bed house. You can get, I think it was like 40% share for like 10 grand or something like that.
So you just need to put together 10 grand. It's doable.
Yeah, I'm leaving money in my whatnot, so I've got just over 300 quid in my whatnot at the moment. Which I'm just kind of leaving there, almost like as a savings account. So like all my whatnot stuff, I'm just like leaving the money in there. It's like a secret savings account.
But it's not giving you any interest, though.
No, but it means I'm not taking it out and just spending it. It's like out of sight, out of mind almost,
Well, you get a high interest but non-instant access savings account.
Yeah.
And transfer the money into that.
Into there, yeah.
It becomes a ball ache to get it back out, so you don't bother.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of accounts with money in that every time I'm running out of money, I think, oh, shall I just take some money out of that? And then I remember the fact that it's just a ball ache to get the money out.
Yeah.
And by the time it comes to me, I'm not going to need it anymore because they've been paid. So I
Yeah.
never bother. So it just keeps increasing in value.
Yeah.
All I do is I just sell a kidney or something instead.
Yeah.
I've sold 5 kidneys this year so far.
I've got a little bit of savings because I give it to my mum as well, like savings, because I'm so bad at saving that I can't have it in my own account and be able to see it because I'll just spend it. So I give it to my mum to hold on to for me, and I just transfer a bit, every month or whatever. So I've got some there and then some my whatnot, which comes to about £1,000 really. So I need 9 more.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, it might have to be.
I know a few people who have done OnlyFans or similar before moving into reselling.
Yeah.
So there are people who do that. Regrettably, they banned me, so I can't do it. Apparently, Whatnot's going bust anyway.
No, it's not. Don't be silly.
I'm waiting for eBay to buy them out.
Well, they did well taking over all the Poshmark customers. Smart move.
They get big enough, eBay will just come along and say, right, you're doing what we want to do, we'll come buy you.
I kind of hope they don't, though. Unless they keep it all the same as it is.
Oh, they have a habit of buying, selling platforms in countries and then closing them. How is van life treating you? Well, this one's actually working, Stu, which is good. Still working, still on the road. It has proven very useful in sorting out my unit and emptying the house, which, like, the amount of stuff I took out the house, you'd think I'd be able to move around it now, but still can't. But now, like this room, I've mostly just got cardboard boxes that I need to cut down and take to the tip in it, which is good. So I can actually sit on my sofa. Like, these boxes here, they just need me to cut them down and take them to the tip when I get time.
I need to do that as well because when I was selling a lot of consoles, but I can't get them as easy enough at the minute. I've got loads of big boxes around, but I just don't use them now. So they just need to go, really. I can pick up boxes from work all the time anyway.
Just don't get the ones that say, medical supplies, disease, drugs.
There has been a lot of boxes sent to people that used to have given sets in them and things like that.
I got so many boxes that were COVID test kit boxes when I was volunteering for the NHS. Because they were just like chucking around. I was like, well, can I have them if you're going to chuck it? And they were double wall boxes. Like, oh, I'll have all those. Thank you very much. So for a long time, people were getting COVID test boxes and then messaging me going, you seem to have sent me some COVID test kits. It's like, no, I haven't. just open the box.
Yeah, people probably think they've had IV antibiotics and stuff off me.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting the house on the market and then starting a new life by the coast.
Yeah.
And really getting stuck into the business when I moved there as well.
Yeah.
Getting it properly. I'm treating it as an opportunity to start the business from scratch again.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So I'm taking everything off eBay.
Especially now you've got your Amazon and that.
Yeah, so that's just going to chug along in the background, sending the occasional box to it just to keep it going. And then eBay is going to be taken totally offline, possibly for up to a month, and relaunched with stuff that is over a tenner in value, and anything below a tenner is getting bundled up
Yeah.
and probably put on auction.
Yeah. I've heard that auctions on eBay are doing really bad now, though.
I
Quite a
I
few people sort of complaining about it.
I do as well with auctions as I ever have, which is not very well, but I do get a few sales every month through auction because I use it to clear. I sell stuff on auction quite often for more than I used to have it listed for as buy it now,
Oh, really?
including the postage. So
Do you do it as 99p or what it suggests?
yeah, I do 99p start, and then charge postage, but I charge a healthy, a chunky bit for postage. So I had stuff that used to be listed for £2.95 free shipping.
Yeah.
Well, now it's 99p plus £3 for shipping, and it's selling an auction. And I'm like, that was listed for 3 years and didn't sell for less money. So I think it does all right if you do a 99p start and you're prepared and you're happy with just getting 99p plus shipping for the
Yeah.
items. So, but the other good thing as well, you can put stuff up on auction and people can send you offers now. So I sell quite a few stuff before the auction has ended on a best offer.
Yeah.
And again, it's been stuff that's been listed for years that I'd have happily sold on a best offer for peanuts, but nobody offered it. And then it goes on auction, they go, oh, here's £10. And I'm thinking, I'll take that because that used to be listed for £7.99 before I put it on auction.
Yeah. That's mad.
And that was free shipping. And now I got £10 plus £3.50 shipping.
Yeah.
But there's no, I don't promote the auctions or anything. So
No, I never did. When I do the very odd auction, it's very rare I do one, but I never do. It's almost like £2.49 or something like that.
yeah, it's mad how much they charge for it because it's a fixed fee.
Hmm.
So no, I use the auctions for clearing stock. If I get 4 or 5 sales a month through it, I'm happy with that because that's 4 or 5 things that haven't sold for a very long time for me that have now gone.
Yeah, I think I maybe need to give it a go. I did it once, like last year. I did sell quite a bit. But yeah, I think maybe I need to give it a go again with some older stuff and just get rid of it really.
Yeah, I don't pay much for stock at all. So if I, you know, 9 times out of 10, probably more, probably 99 times out of 100, if I'm putting something on 99p plus postage, I'm making a profit on it.
Yeah.
Leave it at that price. So I'm happy.
But also like like when you'd have bought these things, you'd have bought it along with other things. And you've probably already sold like a couple of things out of what you bought that's kind of
Yep.
made money back or profited anyway. So you're better off kind of getting rid. That's how I sort of think of it.
I think of all the stock I've got now, it's like the cost has already been paid for it. So now it's just about getting money back out.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got no debt. I've just got assets now, as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned.
Which is wonderful news.
So yeah, I still managed to get to the end of the month and be skint, but
Well, yeah, I do that. I get paid weekly, and I'm always skimp by like Monday.
yeah, and like I'm spending £1,000 a month less on debt than I was, and yet I don't know where that £1,000 a month goes because I don't seem to see any of it.
Yeah, I know what you mean though, because like when I had my Mini, I was paying car finance, so I used to pay like £170 a month, and now I've got the van. I'm finance free because the Mini like paid for the van basically. But I'm still not quite sure where that 170 quid extra month goes.
Yeah, I'm probably living the most frugally I've ever lived at the minute. Like, no takeaways. I can't be bothered going out drinking anymore because it's too
Yeah,
expensive, and I
it's
just like it
expensive.
never. I don't enjoy it like I used to. So I have no clue where my money's going. I probably just going on stock.
Yeah, I bought some USA 50 USA college kind of hoodies from Vintage Wholesale Supply. So 150 quid. Last week I had like, the confirmation email and I've heard like nothing since. So I'm gonna give it till Monday and be like,
They
where
are drop shippers, aren't they? So they only send stuff out when.
because they said I'm wondering if they're doing it like that because um I didn't do it as like a pre-order. I said get your pre-orders in rather than this was like on the website already. And then it was like, oh, thanks for your pre-order. We just let you know when it's like coming. And I was like,
Yeah, I think.
I haven't pre-ordered it though.
Yeah, I think everything they have is they get a container in once a month.
Oh.
They pick the stuff from it and ship it out. So I think everything with them is effectively a pre-order for when they get the stock in.
Yeah, I did wonder after I ordered it. I thought, oh, fucking hell, like there's nothing wrong with dropshipping, but it just takes long.
Yeah, I don't think it's drop shipping actually. That was the wrong word that I used there. It's just pre-ordering
Oh.
with them because I've looked at them before because they have some good prices and stuff, and
Yeah,
I was like, but the problem I had was by the time the stock come to me, I could have ordered something from Pakistan for cheaper.
yeah,
So I ordered stuff from Pakistan for cheaper instead.
yeah. I thought I'd just give them a go, and I've only spent like 150 because I kind of thought, well, I'll just see what they're like first. Do you know what I mean? I didn't want to spend like 300 quid.
I want to go to my wholesaler, £1,000 minimum spend.
Really, hell. No, I can't do that. I haven't got a grand. I've only ever got like very now and again like a couple of hundred to like splurge if I've had, a good week or so.
I've got a wholesale order for Amazon that cost me £1,000.
Oh, really?
Well, slightly over £1,000. And I haven't had time to send it into Amazon yet. But
What are you selling on Amazon?
well, same as on eBay, anything I can get my hands on, but only brand new stuff.
Yeah. Are you doing clothes as well?
No, I will not do clothes on Amazon. That is just a quick way to get in a shitload of returns.
Yeah, it is true, to be fair, actually.
People buy clothes on Amazon in various different sizes. They'll buy 5 or 6
Yeah,
and send back the ones that don't fit them.
yeah,
So yeah, no, I ain't going anywhere near. That's why people don't go to Amazon. Makes it too easy for people to return stuff, and clothing is the stuff that
yeah,
gets returned the most of. So
yeah.
it's never going to be as a big. I mean, do you shop on Amazon for clothes?
No, I don't, to be fair.
But if you knew that the big brands and the big sellers are on there and they're offering good prices, you probably would. But they're not on there because they don't want all the returns.
Yeah, that's true. So you're just selling like everything else, just brand new, anything else?
Yeah, I've recently just been ungated in food and grocery. So I'm going to be moving into selling a lot of that.
You're just going to do like dried, I suppose you have to do dried stuff, don't you?
Do chocolates and all sorts.
Mm.
I found some stuff in that I can get in Costco that makes some good money. So next month I'm going to be doing a big shop in Costco.
Yeah,
But I've got quite a bit of stuff to send into Amazon at the minute, so I'm like trying not to buy any more stuff until I've got through all that.
yeah. I'm
Otherwise, I'll end up having got rid of loads of stuff from eBay and then having loads of stuff for Amazon instead. So
yeah. I'm going to Lindsay and Alvin's next month again.
oh yeah,
Yeah, on the
you
12th.
taking the van?
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna have a bit of fun in the van, And yeah.
You're going to have some fun in the van.
Yeah.
Orgy.
In the passion wagon, yeah. Yeah, it should be fun.
I've got a big van now.
Yeah, you have.
That's
What about the other van? What's happening with that now?
sold it.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
What,
sold it.
not working as well?
Yeah, sold it. Not working. Couldn't be bothered to get it. I think it just needed a new battery to get it working again. But I'd had enough of it. So
Yeah.
So in fact, I know that was the issue because the dude who bought it fitted a new battery to it, and then he was able to drive it away. But I just I'd had enough of it, so sold it. I could have kept it, could have taken the dude to court and whatever else. So I just thought the time and effort I've got to spend in doing that, will I could list enough stuff to recover the money.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
So did you just sell it as like spares and repairs?
Yeah. And the best bit is the dude I sold it to, I got his account banned by eBay a few days after, so there's literally no comeback.
Really?
I paid in cash as well, so I was just like, brilliant. He paid over. I started off on auction, but he offered on buy it now for, more than I had it up for an auction, and I'd started at a price I was happy to accept. So I got more for it than I was hoping to get. So bonus. It still cost me a couple of grand overall, but lesson learned: don't buy a van on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, it is just Facebook is just the Wild West, isn't it?
Yeah. But the new van I've got, has been brilliant. I'm very happy with it. So hopefully that will stay being my van for the next few years without any major issues.
Yeah, that's good.
How is your van?
Yeah, it's all right. Sunday I'm going to go get the rest of the floor tiles that I need, because I put down all the ones I could get like straight in. I just got to like cut them to shape, all the other ones around the floor. So I'm going to do that Sunday, and then it will just be getting a little kitchen unit to go in there. And Lindsay and Alvin have actually got like a car mattress thing, which I'm just going to use as like a temporary bed until I make mine.
Okay.
So yeah, it's going all right. Just need to get the floor finished and the kitchen in. That's the biggest bits, because the bed bit I can sort, at a later date. I can manage that.
So how long do you think it will be before you sort of live in the van life?
I had said end of March, but I think it's probably going to be more like end of April now, just getting the kitchen. I have seen a couple of kitchens on eBay for like about £100. I did plan on like building it myself, but I just want to get going in it now. I'd rather just, have it sorted.
Can you even, when you're taking into account the cost of materials, etc., can you even build it for £100?
Well, my dad's a carpenter, so he'll get me the wood and that. So, like, he's done my floor and everything for me.
Yeah.
And I haven't paid him for it.
So you're hoping he would do your kitchen for you as well?
Yeah, but it was too stressful him doing my floor, to be honest. Because, like, I kind of thought it would be something nice we could do together, but my dad's very much like a perfectionist.
Yeah.
And every little bit has to be like perfect. And I'm like, Dad, I'm not living in this van. Like, it's just for holidays. I don't care if a bit's sticking out here or there or whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. And it just turned like too stressful, really. And he was like, "Fuck yeah, now. Do you know how time consuming this is? This isn't an easy job. Fuck it now." All the time. And I was like, "Oh God, I'm not asking him to do anything more.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And then when it was done, he was like, "Oh, it's a load of shit." And I was like, "No, it's not. It's fine. It fits perfectly. Like, it's fine. It's what I wanted. I'm happy with it." But he just spends like he's just got to get everything like perfect. Like he's a bit OCD. Like he's got issues, I think, really. But yeah, I was just like, "Oh, it's just too stressful getting him to do it."
How long before Andrew gets a mattress in the back of his van? My back wouldn't take it, Chris.
You'd be all right on a normal mattress.
Oh, I'm happy in the mattress that's in my house on top of my bed. That does me.
To be fair, though, even though I did say by end of March, it is still like quite cold. So,
Yeah, well, it was snowing here the other day.
Yeah, it's fucking freezing still. So I wouldn't really be going out in it now anyway.
So where's on your list of places to visit? Hello, David. How are you? Been a while. Where's evening you in as well? Evening. Oh, fucking hell! There's people coming to chat, and I've been ignoring it. Evening, Oliver, Ian, Olivia. Evening, Mr. Mandry. I think that's everyone that I've missed. Ali says I was amazing. Thank you, Ali. They're very kind. I also agree that I was amazing. Best podcast. Chris, I'm sure, said several times the best podcast he'd ever done. And if he didn't, he should do.
Oh, yeah, I need to watch that. I'm doing one with Chris soon, but I don't know when.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I've got a schedule and everything. Can you do this?" And I said, "Look, can't do your schedule. This is when I'm free."
Yeah. Well, I asked him what day he was thinking, just in case I'm at work, but he hasn't got back to me yet.
Oh, he probably had you down for today, but
yeah.
I'm sure he bumped somebody off because it sounded like he was having to, move things about.
Yeah. He hasn't messaged me back still, but I'm sure he will. I've said I'll do it, so yeah. I just wanted to know.
Well, you know he's getting desperate for guests when he's putting me on it, don't you?
Well, and me, yeah. I have to admit, when he sent me that message saying, "Do you want to come on it?" I thought, bloody hell, you're desperate.
Am I still doing wholesale clothing for eBay? Not really, David. I got too much clothing as it is, so not buying any at the minute. Might change in the future. Never say never. But I get enough stock from the charity shops, stuff they put aside for me to. I'll probably be spending money anywhere else at the minute. It's cut my stock expenditure quite a bit actually at the minute because I'm also using money from eBay to fund me the relocation of the business if HMRC ask.
Yeah. I got to sort all my stuff in April because I thought I had to do it in January, but I didn't realise it goes like a year in hand. And obviously, I've only been doing it for this is like my second year now, and I hadn't hit the £1,000 threshold and that then, but obviously I have now.
Yeah.
So I need to get it all sorted in April. But I've got my government gateway ID and all that. I just need to submit it in April.
I have an accountant for these things. I have no clue what goes on.
Yeah, one of my girls I work with, her husband's an accountant, so he sat down with me and he's helping me do it all.
Fair enough. David's only doing wholesale clothing. How is that going for you, David? And Chris wants to know if there's any unboxing videos coming out soon from David.
I'll have an unboxing video whenever this stuff
order turns up.
Yeah, whenever it arrives, I'll have one. I quite like doing unboxing videos because I don't open it. I only open it like on camera, so it's like a surprise for me as well.
I tell you what, it is like Christmas opening them, isn't it? You know, especially
it's quite exciting, isn't it? Like, what have I got? Or what shit have they sent me?
And sometimes it's like the best Christmas ever, and sometimes it's like you've had a Christmas where you've got absolutely nothing you wanted.
Yeah.
I used to have. I'm sure this still goes on now. People talking about YouTuber specials, and you've only got a good haul because you're on YouTube. They're like some of the utter bollocks I used to get, other crap I used to get and unbox on YouTube, and I'd be like, "This is shit," and yet people are saying, "Oh, you're only getting good stuff because on YouTube." No, occasionally I get some good stuff. Nothing to do good on YouTube. It's just I happen to have got the good box rather than the shit one.
I never tell people I've got a YouTube account. Never.
Oh, I've tried it before to see if I can get anything. I get fuck all.
Yeah, no, I've never been like, oh, I have a YouTube account and I'm going to unbox it live, whatever. I've never done that. I just order it, and you know, it is what it is. Because I do think, to be fair, you know, some people do say they've got a YouTube, whatever, but it's just pure luck. You know what you get, and also what that wholesaler deems as acceptable.
I had one box that was pulling out, you know, Hugo Boss, Armani, and all sorts in there.
Yeah.
Right. I guess how many? And probably 150 items in that box. Guess how many of them were genuine?
Probably like 2.
Well, 5 items. I was just like, this is fucking god awful.
Yeah.
So I wrote to the supplier and I said, I'm not happy about this. And they ignored me. But I pay by PayPal. Always pay by PayPal if I can. So I just opened a dispute in PayPal, which is dead easy to do. And then they didn't respond to it for 2 weeks. And then they finally responded after I'd escalated it to PayPal, just at the cut-off point where PayPal were going to refund me to say, please return it.
Yeah.
I was like, why do you want it back? Because it's just fake stuff. So you're just going to sell it to somebody else. But so anyway, I boxed it all up. I sent it off with Parcel Force, and Parcel Force tried to deliver it, and they refused delivery.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So then it showed up on the trackers refused delivery. So I was straight onto PayPal. I said, look, hang on. I said, they've refused delivery here. They said, look, the tracking says delivery attempted. You've done your bit. We'll just take the money from him and give it to you. And then the box come back a week later. I've still got it somewhere. Box of fake crap we can't get rid of.
That's mad.
Because they pissed me about so much. The stuff in there that wasn't fake, I took out before I sent it back.
Well, yeah, I would as well.
And I sold that.
Just taking all that down to a car boot.
But yeah, so now we've got a box of fake crap that I need to dispose of.
Yeah, when I was from Rockstar Vintage Wholesale, it was all right. Like the box I got, I did shift a lot of it, but I don't think I've probably not quite made my money back, I don't think. Or if I have, I've just broken even. But there was like about 30% of it that I couldn't sell. But they were really good.
Too high, that is 30%. That's too high.
Them, I said, look, and I sent more pictures, you know, things with holes or stains, you know, whatever. Said, your website says 10% error, but out of the 40 t-shirts I've got, I can only sell like 27 of them. So they said I could keep it, and they sent me 30 quid refund as well.
Fair enough.
And they were like really good. So I would actually order with them again, because I know that if there's an issue, I can get it sorted easier.
I saw ABL added on,
Yeah,
and it looked all right.
yeah.
And
I did.
he's fussy with his clothing as well. Like he will put stuff in the car boot pile because he can't be bothered washing it,
Yeah,
which is a bit extreme.
I had like a few that I needed to wash. Um, but I think the best one I bought, it's always out of stock now, but it's from Pre-Loved Wholesale. You know, the one that I
Yeah,
like, and they were doing that grade C box for like 30 quid, and I've sold a couple of items out there for like 20 quid. So even though I've got the majority of it still, I've still made my money back,
yeah.
and so the rest of it can just go. But half of that box, it did say like there won't be any holes or rips. It will just be stains you need to get out, which it was true as well. There wasn't any holes or rips in anything. Um,
I had
but
a grade C bundle from Boom, and it was a grade C bundle.
yeah,
It was exactly what it said it was. So I was like, not going to be a huge amount of money to be made from this, but I bought it just to give it a try. But then,
I didn't even have to wash either. I was expecting all of it I would have to wash and try and stain remove and everything else, but 50% of it I could list that day, which
I
I
used
was
to
well.
I used to get stuff for pre-loved, and they were good, but their prices just gone too high
It,
for my
it is
liking now.
high now, to be fair, but I mean they are good, but they are higher priced now. But
It's I look at it now and I think there's suppliers I can go to and pay half the price, and I know I will make the same amount of money. So I'm just going to go to the supplier I can pay half the price to,
yeah, I
and
think
I know the quality's a bit better with them, but at the end of the day, that's a couple of pound difference on price that I'm charging. It don't justify the increase to me.
yeah, I think I got 10 kilos for 30 quid, which is really good because like Boom is like 70 odd quid, isn't it?
Yeah. Even Mr. Tat Doctor, Ian? Is Vault Vintage still about? No, I think they're long gone now. The lad I knew, Alex, who was running it, has got his own vintage shop now. I don't know what happened to Lawrence, who was the other half of the partnership. I didn't deal with him, so no idea. But yeah, they did well during COVID, but I think they went the same way as a lot of when the demand was there, but I think the demand sort of died off after COVID ended.
Yeah. Oh, Tap Doctors just says something to me. Is this one that Lindsay sent me the number for? I think it might have been. I haven't phoned her yet though, but I will do.
Why are you phoning people?
Oh well, Lindsay said there's this lady who's just looking to get rid of loads of clothes.
All right.
The
I
majority.
I thought it was for something interesting, like
No.
seeing your YouTube and wanted to have rampant sex or something like that.
No. Yeah, I have got a number and I do need to phone her. And I will do. I might do it over this weekend. I'm working tomorrow, but I might do it Sunday, Monday.
Nobody gives me their phone numbers. If anyone wants to give me their phone number for rampant sex or just sexting, feel free to do so. Although I do prefer Instagram or Facebook Messenger. But yeah, it's been a while since I've had any offers, but probably because I haven't shaved for a while.
Well, I'm a single Pringle now as well.
Yeah. What I find is when I'm single,
Yeah.
I think, I quite fancy a relationship now, and then I start dating somebody, and then I think, fuck me, I want to go back to being single. This is awful. So now I've realised now after 39 years that actually I'm quite happy to be single. That is actually what I enjoy being.
Yeah. I don't feel like I need a relationship or anything right now. I'm quite happy just being me. I quite like to meet people, but I don't have any feeling on a relationship really.
No, I think I've had talked to a couple of people recently, but just haven't been that bothered. When I, at the minute I'm in a transitional stage in my life. I'm looking to relocate areas. I've just started another business venture. I want to focus on those two things before I think about
Yeah.
anything else. Wrong bits, nothing wrong with my bits, Ian. My
Even,
bits are you're
even
very good.
if I did meet someone, I don't want to bring them here anyway. 'Cause there's so much shit everywhere. It's like a bloody warehouse here. So I
Well,
couldn't bring someone back here anyway.
well, I think it depends because you could meet another reseller who is exactly the same at there, so they
Yeah,
understand, so they're not bothered.
yeah,
Like this house is god awful, but there's been plenty of resellers that have come here.
yeah,
I wouldn't bring a non-reseller back because they just wouldn't get it. They just think I'm a hoarder,
yeah.
which I probably am. But anyone who's watched Freaky Andrew, though, will you know know what they're getting into. So I don't think they'll have an issue.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I want a relationship, but at the same time, I kind of don't want to go through life totally on my own. I don't know.
I've got the dog. I
Mm,
know dogs don't last as long as humans, which is an issue.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm going to. I just noticed somebody's drawn with pen on my Millennium Falcon. Bastards. I don't remember that being pen on there before. I'm sat next to a tub of vintage Pyrex as well.
oh, really.
I'm never going to list. I don't know why I bought it, apart from the fact that it was a big box of vintage Pyrex for a tenner. And I knew there was like over 100 quid in it. And I just bought, and I was just like, I'm never going to deal with it. I might try and list it next week because that's the only thing. I'm not going to move it to the coast with me. So I'm going to have to do something with it.
What would make you say that you don't want a reseller woman? What is it about that puts you off?
I'd be very happy with a reseller woman, me. Especially if it was a clothing seller who I could say, look, you take me clothes and list them. Just give me what I paid for them.
I'd do that for you anyway.
Well, there you go. Bring your van.
Yeah, I need to come and see you anyway.
There you go. You see, when I've emptied the house, there'll be room.
I'm going to Sharon's end of the month.
In Yorkshire.
Yep, and she's going to make me Yorkshire puddings in Yorkshire. So I'm very excited about that.
Are they actually from Yorkshire?
I'm going to say yeah.
Because I've had food before that says it's from a certain place, and it's not.
Yeah.
Like hamburgers.
Mm, not from Hamburg, is it?
No.
Yeah.
How is furniture junk? I've said that out loud, haven't I?
Furniture's not junk.
Exactly.
It's a necessity.
But yeah, no, I think what I found socially in the past year, right? If I go to a social event that's even one with work colleagues, like I find it difficult to talk to and engage with people. But if I go to a reseller meetup, well, I can't stop me talking.
I have to admit, I've been on some work events where I've been a bit like, not really enjoying myself actually. Bit weird, isn't it?
It used to be. I always go on a work event. I'd be talking for hours, have fun. But I mean, I was supposed to be on one in London next week, and then going to Derby for the reseller summit at the weekend, and I've just cancelled me going to London because I thought I'd rather not turn up to Derby hungover from
Yeah,
having been on my work event. I'd rather just go spend time with resellers. So
yeah.
I'm doing. Oh, we've got a very beautiful lady in. You'd like Ellen. She's gorgeous.
Hi, Ellen.
Ellen. Right, I'm just going to send Ellen a flirtatious WhatsApp now. So bear with me a minute when I do that. Let's go to the toilet in a minute anyway. Right, there we go. Right, we have to pop upstairs to the bathroom.
Right now.
This is the downside of being back on the sofa. I've now got to face a flight of stairs to go to the toilet rather than just being in the same room as it.
Oh, do you normally do it in your room?
Well, I've got an ensuite.
Oh, so you're normally like in your bedroom?
Yeah. Well, normally I'm here on the sofa, but for the last 6 months, I've not been able to get to the sofa. Possibly longer than 6 months because it's been blockaded by several boxes of books that I've gone through and decided I can't be arsed listing those at the minute.
Yeah.
But those boxes of books are now in my unit, so there's now a path. Right, I'll be back.
All right. I guess I'll hold the fort.
Just do what I do and just flirt with some random people.
I don't know how to flirt. Hi, Erin. I'm good, thank you. How are you? That's probably the extent of my flirting as well. Hello, Stu. Hello, Tap Doctor. Hi, David M. You're going to try vintage wholesale supply this year. Well, I'll let you know how mine goes. If you subscribe to my channel, when I get mine, I'm going to do a video. So then you can make your mind up as to, whether you want to buy it or not. Vault Vintage. I've not heard that one. Not too sure on that. Just Old Things used to have like a website with loads of different like discount codes on, but he's not like updated it. He said in this video he's not really updating it, so a lot of them don't actually work now. But he does have one for Rockstar Vintage, which I think is Just Old Things 15, so you can get 15% off because I use that. And I think he's got one for Boom as well, which is Just Old Things 10, I think. So, yeah, he has got a few codes, which is helpful. In answer to your question, Sophie, I think it would be nice to date someone doing something different rather than talking eBay and YT all the time, just my opinion. Yeah, that's true. I get that. Some people like to kind of date someone who's does the same kind of thing as them because they've got like a common ground and like an understanding. But other people like don't. To be fair, like if I was to date someone from work, I'd be a bit like, I don't really want to talk work all the time. But they might have loads of different hobbies and things. Like they might do reselling, but have loads of different hobbies and loads of different things to do. And he's back.
Yes. Yeah, someone doing completely different. No, I've done that, dating somebody completely different. All that happens is you find out that you're completely different from each other.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's all right if you've got totally different jobs, but you've got a lot of common interests. That's fine. But if it's like someone's got a different job and also totally different common interests, then kind of doesn't go that well.
These days, I just go for ones that have got an interest in me. I find that really helps.
Yeah, well, yeah, that does. Yeah.
Well, a lot of times in the past when I've chased people who aren't interested in me, and then I've realised how utterly pointless that is.
Yeah. It is, unfortunately.
So, are you working this weekend?
I'm in tomorrow, but not till 11:45. Just 7:45 to 8:15 tomorrow.
I'm back in work on Monday, but I think I'm going to do a 4-day week this week. I think I'm going to take Friday off to drive to Derby.
Well, my shifts are a bit slim for the next few weeks, unfortunately.
Oh, like my waistline.
Yeah, they're a bit sparse. Well, to the end of April, they're a bit sparse. So just got to keep checking online, each night, see if I can pick up something last minute.
Prostitution.
Well, I might be forced into that.
We should see how much money they charge for petrol. It's fucking insane. The travel expenses on a prostitute are ridiculous.
And how do you know that, Andrew?
Well, because I looked it up.
Why did you look it up?
Well, one drinking van. I think this was during lockdown. One drinking. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was 20. I think it was my birthday in 2020. It was, in fact. There's not a lot to do, so to cheer ourselves up during lockdown, we thought we'd have a look to see how much the prostitute cost in the local area. And I tell you what, the prices were eye-watering. Their hourly wage is insane.
So do they have like their own websites?
Yeah, no, you just type it in the internet and you find, what do they call them? Not Fiestas, not Focuses.
Escorts.
That's the one. I knew it was a car. Escorts. You put escorts into it, and then it's very blatant what they're offering. Like they're just offering sex.
Shall I put escorts Cheltenham in and see what happens?
Well, if it gets some interesting results up, and then you might actually get some cars come up as well. That did happen.
Well, I'll just say that was what I was looking for. Oh, goodness.
But all of them was charging like 50 or 60 quid to come a mile to the house on top of the fee for doing the act. I was like, what the hell's going on here? 50 quid to come a mile. I mean, fuck me.
I'm not actually going to click on any of these websites because I'm just not. Oh my god, I knew that Thai massage place was dodgy. I knew it was. There's a Thai massage place, like, kind of like down the road a bit from me more into town. And it's come up on this Cheltenham Escorts.
Brilliant.
I knew it was dodgy, but my friend Sharon goes there.
Is your friend Sharon dodgy?
But she obviously just gets like normal massages, but they obviously offer a different service.
Or, well, you say obviously, maybe she gets the extra services. She's just not told you.
I'm gonna have to ask her.
Just
Why
ask.
go
Just
there?
ask. Just say, can I see your credit card bill?
I was gonna say, oh, you know that place you said you go? Why'd you go there?
Just ask if her endings are always happy when she leaves.
Yeah, that should give me enough information, shouldn't it? Pardon me.
I think you'd think with my natural good looks, charm, sophistication, people would be paying me.
Yeah, you'd think that.
Little Steve, I have heard, wants to pay me.
Little Steve does.
Yeah, he wants to pay me to have sex with him.
No. I don't think he really has to pay you though.
Well, I'm not doing it for free for him. He can forget about that.
Yeah, but you're his friend.
That means friendship means nothing to me when it comes to a business transaction. Where's Barty? Barty is at Mother's because I was having my house repainted, the front of my house repainted today. So the last thing I needed was him running in and out the house, getting paint everywhere.
Yeah, I just thought I haven't heard him barking.
Yeah.
Is he all right at your mum's? Does he bark or is he like all right?
Well, he loves it there. Gets to go to the beach. It's his favourite place to go. He absolutely loves the beach. It's the best place he ever been.
I need a wee now.
Went to Wales for an escort a few years back, drove it back up here, great ride. So that's the kind of escort that I'm talking about. I wanted to buy an escort. Well, I got a Peugeot 306 instead. And I kind of regretted it, actually. I think I'd have fitted better in the escort. I was just a little too tall for the 306. But it's a good drive, though. Of course, now we are fully converted to Land Rovers and Renault Master vans. Between the two, brilliant vehicles. Although I do want to get an Aston Martin when my Amazon takes off.
When I was younger, I always wanted a Ford Escort to be my first car. I don't know why. I've pulled my side. It's driving me fucking bonkers.
I've pulled stuff like that has the same effect as well.
It's like right round, like, at the bottom of your back, like round your kidney. Like I've pulled something there.
Probably your kidney.
I think it's just a muscle.
There you go, right. What car was your dream car when you were growing up, and what is your dream car now?
Well, mine obviously was a Ford Escort with a spoiler.
Okay.
But my
like a Cosworth or just a standard Escort?
Just one with a spoiler.
Okay.
And but my actual first car was a Ford KA that I got myself as my graduation present from uni to myself on finance because they didn't want to deposit. It was like an ex-demo one. And a TT was my dream car, but I had that. So I don't know what my dream car would be now. Because I had it. I don't know. But I would have a TT back any day if I could. They're just money pits, though. That's the problem.
I would have an Aston Martin. I want a DB9, but I'm not sure I can fit in it. And also, I believe they brought out more modern releases since the DB9. So it's probably going to be the Aston Martin Saloon. I can't remember the name of it now. But I think that's the only one I can fit in.
Yeah.
It'd be my dream car now. But growing up, it would have been a DeLorean. I might get. I am tempted by. I've seen that DeLorean are apparently producing a new car, a new DeLorean, because DeLorean is still going because they make parts for the DeLorean. But now apparently they're bringing out an actual DeLorean.
Wow.
Whether they do or not, I don't know. But they're supposed to be bringing out an all-electric one.
Oh, really?
But it's going to cost like over $100,000.
Fucking hell.
So basically, my mortgage is about $128,000 at the minute, and that's going to be about the price of a new DeLorean. So I could sell my house and get a DeLorean, but probably not going to happen.
My mum hasn't got a car at the minute because she had a Range Rover Evoque, but she hated it. So she took it back.
I've got the Freelander 2, which I like. I've looked at the Evoque as my next car. I think I'm probably just a bit too big for it. Yes, I am aware of the tax benefits of electric car. Benefits in kind, 2%. I believe it is.
But also,
my accountants, my award-winning accountancy team has turned up now.
But she also went into Waitrose car park and broke down in there. Couldn't get the car to move again, so I had to wait for the AA to come and get her out. And apparently, the guy at the AA said there's something in Waitrose and John Lewis car parks that fuck with the electrics on the Evoque. They said most of his call-outs come from Waitrose car parks for Evoques.
I mean, she's got far too much money if she's shopping in Waitrose. This is why she's buying a house.
No, this is my mum, not my sister.
Oh, okay, yeah. These rumours about Land Rovers being easy to steal are not true.
That's a good point because my uncle got some Range Rover, like a I don't think it was an Overfinch one, but something like that. And he couldn't get insurance on it anyway. He had to phone like everywhere, and only one company gave him insurance on it because they said they're too easy to steal.
Yeah, the Land Rover do their own insurance now. So if you want to get insured a Land Rover, just go to Land Rover.
Yeah, I can't remember what he got, but he's got like it's not a new one either. Like it's quite old, but it's not an Overfinch. I don't know what it is.
My Freelander's got a body kit on it. It looks nice, actually. It would look even better if I didn't keep reversing it into things.
Oh, God. When I had my Mini, I was coming out the car park at work while I was reversing, and I hit a bollard.
I thought you were going to say a person then. I'm thinking, fuck me, where's this going?
I couldn't see because the bollard was smaller than my back window, so I just didn't see it, and I didn't have parking sensors on that Mini. So I was coming out, and luckily I only hit it like, obviously, a couple miles an hour, but the bollard still went like that. And then when everyone was going in the car park, I was like, "See that bollard?" They were like, yeah, and I was like, "That was me."
Did you do the only sensible thing and just drive off and leave it?
Yeah, I just drove off.
Yeah.
But also, it's not there now.
I've done the same. If I hit a person,
No, I wouldn't do that.
you got to speed away from that as quick as you can before anyone catches you.
But those bollards in the car park now have been taken out. I think too many people were hitting them, probably.
They got some in Morrison's that I've got a nice collection of dents in them, none of which I've put in because I can actually see them.
But fair play though, minis are tanks. Because when I got out, I thought, fucking hell, like I'm going to have dented my whole bumper and shit. No, it was literally just a tiny scratch where the paint come off. And I was like, fair play, Clem, you're a tank. And then I drove off.
When somebody drove into my BMW, they wrote off their car. Guess how much damage there was on my BMW?
100 quid, 200 quid.
Rear view mirror fell off. That was it.
Yeah.
So that was like, down to Alfred's, get down to Alfred's, got it fixed, 15 quid. And then their insurance companies ring me up for ages, pestering me. I said, look, the only thing repair I've had done is the rear view mirror. It's 15 quid. Oh, well, we'll send you a check. And then they sent me a check for 50 quid. They'd obviously fucking not heard me properly. Well, fair enough.
Well, minis are made by BMW as well, aren't they? But they're tax minis. And my mini, it was a 1.2, and it was like shit off a shovel. Like even as a 1.2, it was so quick. Like in my van now, I'm like, come on. And I keep forgetting I haven't got a sixth gear in the van. So whenever I drive to Gloucester at the A40, the amount of times I've gone to fifth, then put it in reverse by accident is like,
You're gonna blow up your gearbox.
Yeah, I still do it now because even though my Mini was only a 1.2, it still had 6 gears. And they're so nippy. Like, I used to beat, like, bigger cars and that. Like, they're just so nippy. But, yeah, I keep forgetting that I don't have a 6th gear in the van. Bearing in mind I bought in December and now in March, I still forget. And I still put it into reverse going at 70 miles an hour at the A40.
I have a manual gearbox in the van and an automatic in the Land Rover. So I haven't driven manual for years.
I've never driven an automatic.
It's brilliant. I'd have happily had an automatic van, but the only ones that I could afford were tiny.
Yeah.
So next time I come to get a van, hopefully I'll be much richer than I am now because my Amazon will have taken off and I'll get an automatic one. But I had to get a manual. And yeah, I've had some fun moments in it. Trying to find a gear.
Yeah, I just still can't get in my head that I don't have a 6th gear in the van.
It's got 6 gears in the van though. I've got a gear more than you. But I never, when I was first driving, we never had 6 gears in the cars. Like that just wasn't a thing. So I'm trying to think if I've ever had a car with 6 gears. I'm not sure I have had until I got the van. I don't think any of the cars I had that were manual had 6 gears in. Maybe Audi did. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I'd prefer it if the reverse gear was over by the first. I think that's half my problem because on the Mini, the reverse was over from the first gear. And all of my cars that I've had have been like that for so long that I just can't get in my head that where the reverse gear is and that it's not a 6th gear.
Just wait until you get an 8-gear car.
8 gears.
Yeah, no, I think the van maybe the first one I've had was 6 gears. My Audi might have had it, it might not. I can't remember. But apparently, Martin Lewis thinks I might be able to get some money back on the finance side on my Audi, which will be interesting if that's the case.
I had, before my TT, I had an Audi A3 Cabriolet in a diesel on finance, and that was 2000 and no, it wasn't 2011. The car reg was 2011. I think it was 2013 I had it. But yeah, I keep seeing all these things like, oh, if you had a diesel car between these times and you can claim some money, blah, blah, blah. But I just kind of think a lot of them are like scams, really.
Yeah, I had my Audi was definitely in the emissions scandal, and it devalued massively as a result.
Yeah, mine was.
It was just like bastards.
Yeah. Yeah, mine was in the emissions thing, and I keep getting told mine was in the emissions thing. Even years ago when I had it, it said it was in the emissions thing. I don't think I did anything about it. But yeah, I don't know.
My BMW wasn't in the emissions scandal. That was done just after, or was done properly. You know,
Yeah.
the emissions it said it had, but the emissions it actually had anyway.
I can remember like years ago when I had that car getting a letter through saying you've bought one of these cars. Well, that was it, kind of thing.
But yeah, a lot of cars. I had Mercedes, BMW, Audi, Volkswagen, all the German brands, basically, apart from Opel because I had a Vauxhall instead.
Yeah.
Well, that's the same, isn't it? So I had all the German brands. Have I had a Japanese car? I can't remember if I had a Japanese. I don't think I've had a Japanese car.
Isn't Vauxhall / Opel Australian though?
I don't know who owns it now. It used to, when I had it, it was General Motors that owned it. It was American ownership, but
Oh, really? I was
they've
Australian.
sold, I think it's somebody French that owns it now. I think it's Peugeot or Citroen that own it now.
Oh, really? Well, my partner is basically the same as a Berlingo van. Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, they're all the same van. Well, eBay is shit. I've not had. Oh, hang on.
Mine's shit as well.
And it is time for Guess the Price with Money Mental UK.
I got nothing.
It is a number ending in a 0.
12.
No.
10.
Correct.
Yay! Do I get a picture of your chopper?
You've already had it. I'm not sending another one. Don't be greedy.
Why can't I have another one? I only got like a different angle of your chopper.
Well, I'll give you one of a different height.
Yeah. I want my chopper. I burnt it.
Oh, hang on. Ali said 10. Now, who got this first?
I did.
Are we sure?
But if Ali wants the picture of Andrew's chopper, then she can have it because I've had it once.
Ali's had a picture of me chopper before.
It wasn't that good.
Excuse me? Okay, I was just looking up a picture of a chopper for you then.
Yeah, but I want a different angle.
Fucking hell, it's so fucking demanding these days. Right, you've got a side angle coming in.
Okay. Is it on my Instagram?
Oh, give me a sec.
That's what she said.
It is a little yellow currently.
What, jaundice? Hmm. Okay, yeah, that's a different angle. Wonderful. Thank you. My night is made. Oh, why do you have sounds on your text?
Because I've just heard the sound on the thing to see if I can get a cha-ching. No, I always have my phone on silent, so I don't need to turn off the sound on the text because I'm always on silent.
Oh, thank you, Ali. It's been a long time since I've had Andrew's dropper.
It's certainly it's a good erection. If I say so myself. I still can't believe that Todd didn't know what his chopper was. There are Emma, I think, got a picture of his chopper. Right, I was looking at my Amazon. Where's my Amazon? Have I had a sale on Amazon? I have not. My last sale on Amazon was at 20 to 2 today. Do you want to know what my last item that I sold on Amazon was?
Yeah.
Some Just for Men ultra light brown hair dye.
Really?
Yeah. I bought a load of it cheap. Amazon had run out of stock of it.
Yeah.
So I sent it all in, and I was really lucky. They'd run out of stock, so it was selling for twice what Amazon were charging, and it was just going bang, bang, bang like that. So I sold out within a day. But somehow I must have missed one when I was packing the box and sending it in because I just found one on my desk. I sent that in, and by the time I'd sent that in, Amazon were back in stock and selling it for half the price. We must have gone out of stock again because it's just sold. And
Yeah.
I haven't dropped the price on it. I thought I'd just keep it and see if they run out of stock. So they must have sold out of stock. So get your Just for Men into Amazon quick, and you might get a sale, folks. Probably by the time you get it into them, they'll have already restocked.
What's your fees on Amazon?
No clue. Higher than eBay.
Higher than eBay?
Yeah. But your sell-free rate on Amazon is also considerably higher than eBay.
Yeah.
I mean, today I've had £76 of sales, but my profit margin on it is only about 18%, because some of what I've sold is stuff that I'm just getting rid of. So I'm selling it for not much of a break even because there'll be stuff you buy and every other fucker's bought it as well.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just got to get out with that product quick while you can still get some money from it.
Yeah.
Unless you're prepared to wait and hold it until everyone else runs out.
Yeah. But I suppose in some ways, like, you can take a bit of a hit on the profit margin if you know that your stuff's going to sell. If you know you're going to get rid of it.
That was just them paying for that order.
Oh. Well, my a million self-similars I've done today haven't paid off just yet.
I'm not having the best day of sales on eBay today. That's like, or Amazon. But I've had an okay March so far, so no complaints.
Yeah, to be fair, well, end of February, first week of March, I was doing all right. It's this week that's been a bit of a killer. I've literally sold 2 items all week. Well, I say all week. My week obviously goes from Tuesday to Tuesday, so I do weekly pay. So we're at Friday now, so I'm hoping for some sales over the weekend.
I had a couple of £200 plus days on Amazon this week, which is why I've got no stock left there now.
But that's good.
Yeah, it's just that I haven't had time to send anything. I was planning on sending 3 boxes up this week, and I've sent none. So I won't get one across to him now until next week. And the problem is when you run out of inventory, they don't push you as much.
Yeah.
They don't like people running out of stock, basically. So I've already had an email telling me I'm on the naughty step for running out of stock on 5 different listings with him.
Yeah.
And I've got the stock, I just haven't sent it in. So
yeah. Thing is, like for me, like there's no point doing Amazon because the most of what I sell is used, and it's mainly clothing, so it's not an awful lot of point for me, really.
But if you bought new stuff, then there would be a point.
Yeah.
Most of what I sell is used, but I adapted my sourcing for Amazon to get new stuff for it.
Yeah, that's true.
I just put money aside for Amazon and used that to buy everything I wanted for Amazon. And then I realized that wasn't enough money, so I gave it more money. And then eventually, after several weeks, it started giving me money back.
Yeah.
So now it's standing on its own as a business. But I've put a few grand into it, get it started off.
Yeah.
Like on eBay, I spent no more than 250 quid on it in my first year.
Yeah.
Like Amazon has cost me about 5 grand.
Fucking hell.
But I've already had over a grand of that back. So it won't be long before it's they don't pay. You can get daily payments from them, but what you get is what you made on Amazon 2 weeks ago.
Right.
They hold the money for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And if you're a new seller on it, they hold it for even longer.
Oh, fucking hell.
So it was 6 weeks before I got my first payout from them, and I was like, shit, I'm out of money here.
Oh my god.
So I had to put more in. So yeah, the initial startup is costly. Well,
Yeah.
if it didn't have to be, I could have just bought a load of stock, sent it in, and waited 6 weeks to get the money from it. But I wanted to keep on buying stuff and sending it in, so rather than wait. So and now I've got about
now,
5. I got like 6 boxes worth of stuff I need to send into it now. So at the minute, I'm not buying for it.
Yeah.
Everybody wants my chopper. Vote 1 in the chat if you'd like to see my chopper. But yeah, I am liking Amazon. But I tell you what, their fucking customer service makes eBay's look good.
Oh really?
Their seller support, I should say, that if I've ever have an issue on anything, like they are fucking useless.
Really?
Really, utterly, just like there's no point in speaking to them whatsoever. It's just a complete waste of time.
Why is he like that?
They've got somebody in a third world country doing it, paid peanuts, who doesn't know what they're doing, don't understand the UK, has no knowledge of anything. The eBay ones are in at least somewhere like the Philippines, which is a bit more culturally advanced, shall we say. Yeah, the ones that Amazon employ are like really like, they may as well not be there, and they just everything's done. A lot of stuff is done by bot as well.
Yeah.
So I had a problem with trying to get engaged in food and groceries,
Yeah.
and I was rejected 26 times.
Oh God.
And I knew there was nothing wrong with the invoice and the documentation I'd supplied.
Yeah.
I was keeping doing it, and I kept getting rejected by the bot. And I kept messaging saying, I need a human to look at this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the bot keeps rejecting me. Can't help you with that. Can't help you with that. You need to do this. You need to do this.
God.
Same response 26 times. I was just replying saying, look, here's the same stuff that it gets rejected. You sent the same stuff. Then you open a case to appeal that.
Yeah.
Eventually, I wrote to the CEO in
Yeah.
the UK. I never got a response, but I don't know if that did the trick or not, because all of a sudden I got approved.
Oh really? No.
So they must have got an actual human to look at the invoice that I'd sent through to say, oh, hang on, there's legitimately purchased items from a wholesaler to sell on Amazon.
Yeah.
It's not fucking easy to get a trade account either. So it's like, I wasn't backing down. I wasn't trying to, because like, what one of them said, oh, why don't you try a different supplier? It's like, I fucking took me long enough to get this one and not going to a different one now.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like too much hassle for me.
Yeah, but the money you can make once you've got through that.
Yeah, that is true.
The chat is very quiet tonight.
It is very quiet. I thought that earlier.
Mind you, I used to get over 100 watchers live, but I'm only on about a fifth of what I used to get now, which means I need to start doing more content, really.
Yeah.
I can't find the time to send a shipment to Amazon, let alone do a YouTube video, so I'm stuffed at the minute.
Yeah. Yeah, my YouTube's gone a little bit quiet lately just because I've been busy with work. I put out a video the other day, but I've been a bit quiet. And also my Wednesday Night Live, because of work, it's going to come back next week, but it's kind of had a few weeks off just because I was busy.
I have a request for your future guests.
Yeah.
I would like to see hot, attractive lady resellers.
All right. Isn't Shaz hot and attractive though? She's my resident.
She's not interested in me.
Well, no, she's married.
Exactly. So that needs to not happen.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll do my best.
There doesn't seem to be as many. This is just a general comment now. There don't seem to be as many lady resellers doing YouTube as there used to be.
No, I like to think of myself as a bit of a minority, holding the flag for the women.
And so it's a shame. We need more balanced perspectives on YouTube, really.
Yeah.
Because it's becoming unhealthily male dominated, which is just never a good thing. It's the same in the Amazon YouTube world as well. They're just very heavily male dominated, and there are so many capable lady resellers that will do far fucking better than I ever could. But maybe they're doing better than I ever could because they don't do YouTube. Maybe that's
maybe they're too busy to do YouTube.
Yeah.
That's why you're not there. But yeah, I like to, think I hold the flag for female resellers.
Well, at least you're holding it and not burning it, because that could be quite dangerous. I'm still waiting for the first non-binary YouTube reselling channel as well. That's what we need to see some of that going on.
Yeah. Everyone is welcome.
Maybe I should identify as a lady reseller. See if that would encourage some lady reselling channels. There is is it Mrs. England's Emporium? I think she's quit now.
No, she's just changed her name.
All right, okay.
She's just, I think she's called Eco Reseller now.
Right, okay.
Well, her YouTube has changed name anyway.
That's the thing. I cannot stand it when people change their names on YouTube or eBay or whatever, because I thinking, who the fuck's this now? I have no clue.
Well, I've been thinking about changing my name from SB Reselling Co.
Don't do it.
Well, this is the thing. Like, I like the SB, like that's fine. But at the same time, I don't like the Reselling Co. But also, people know me as SB Reselling Co. now.
Yeah, don't change it.
Yeah, I kind of think if I changed it, people won't know who I am anymore.
It just confuses me too much when people change their names. They need to stick with the names that they've picked. My name has always been Money Mental UK.
Yeah.
I have had to change the business name when I went limited. That's the only time I had to change it. And that was literally because I had no choice. I was forced to have a name that wasn't registered with Company's House already.
Yeah.
There is actually a Money Mental already registered with Company's House.
Oh, really?
So I had to slightly adjust the name for that, change the name for that. But other than that, that's the only time I've changed something, and that's only for accounting purposes.
Yeah. No, I would like to change my name, but at the same time, I'm like, well, I don't know whether people would like kind of know it was me or find me.
Stick with it.
I just don't like the reselling co part of it anymore.
Have you given up on reselling? Is it going to be Sophie's van now?
No, it'll be. It will still be like the same thing, but I don't know. I just don't like the reselling co bit anymore.
Well, I have forbidden you from changing it now. That is it. It must remain forever.
Okay.
I am looking at a very fetching painting at the minute.
Yeah.
Have you heard of somebody called Van Gogh?
I've heard of Van Gogh, but
this is done by Van Gogh. VANGOGH.
Yeah.
Apparently it's an original from the 19th century. Probably just good for firewood. Everyone in the chat over to Van Gogh.
No,
Do you think this original Van Gogh painting I got is going to just be firewood, or I think it's going to be worth more than a fiver? Ooh.
Pardon.
Thank you. Got another one here by Picasso. Picasso? Never heard of him.
might have a wee. Bear with.
Because I said piss. Who wants to buy a painting, folks? Here we go. We've got this lovely painting here that I haven't listed. It is Blackbirds Playing at Dawn from the Snowdonia range. Signed by the artist. An amazing piece here. Yours. It's got like a lovely golden frame. Yours for the bargain price of £100. If anyone will pay that to me. If anyone will pay me £100, you can have that painting. Bargain. Swap it for a can of Taurus. Van Gogh. Yeah, Van Gogh. Genuine Van Gogh original. Got to be some money in Van Gogh, isn't there? Got a can of Taurus. I have got a can of Taurus upstairs, actually. Which I couldn't be bothered bringing downstairs. I'm on the Thatcher's Gold tonight. I'll tell you what, actually, the Thatcher's Gold does taste a lot better than the Taurus. Like the Taurus last week, I'm back on the Thatcher's Gold this week, and the difference is noticeable even a week later.
I've been buying up some stocks this week.
And what have you been eyeing up?
Well, I bought another S&P 500 because that's quite a safe bet. And I also bought some stocks in cannabis because Germany is legalizing cannabis. So I kind of thought, well, this is probably going to follow through and become, a bigger business.
They're legalizing it and making it very expensive to buy, I believe.
Yeah. Well, apparently you're allowed 3 plants in a household. You're allowed to have 50 grams, I think, like on your personal possession.
I don't know if that's a lot or not. I've no clue.
No, I don't, to be fair. But as a tourist, it's not going to be like the New Amsterdam. Do you know what I mean? Like as a tourist, you can't just go over and smoke it, and that's that. You'll still be prosecuted.
I have no idea who any of my investments are with because it's all managed by AI. My investing
Is it?
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, artificial intelligence is great. They manage so much of my life for me now. Yeah. Why didn't we have these things sooner? Yeah, all my investing's done by AI, and it's made me more money than I did when I was doing it myself. So
well, I've got a free trade account, and I just do it, myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got bits in, here, there, and that.
Well, this AI is make me money, but I keep thinking this when I go for whenever security clearance reviews in work. One of the questions they look at is who have you got investments with, because they want to make sure that you're not got anything that you're not invested in anything that's going to financially compromise you, or I'm not invested in something that the company that I've got invested money in could try and get me to give them a competitive advantage by selling them state secrets. They're not trying to bid on government contracts or that kind of stuff. Well, now the AI is doing it. I have no clue who it's invested in. I don't even know how to look and work it out. That's why I'm thinking, how am I going to pass this security clearance now? They ask me who you got investments in.
Yeah.
Don't know. No clue.
I used to do crypto, but I haven't done that in a while. It massively crashed like maybe 18 months ago, and I haven't done it since.
I've never done the the crypto. It's never been something that has appealed to me.
I liked it, but it was like there was a point where I was seeing like a good return actually, but then it just like literally overnight just crashed when Bitcoin went down to like from 50 grand down to like 20. Like it just massively crashed, and I've never done it since. It's just too volatile.
I like me. I did a bit of investing the start of last year. Did all right from it. Made a couple £100, and put that money into the AI that invests for me now, and that's gone up a decent amount. So I'm happy to let it keep doing that. It's getting me good returns. Any dividend income or anything that comes from it just gets reinvested back into it and just let it grow. And in fact, I've even given because I get a work pension, but I've even started putting money in with the AI into a private pension as well, because that's gone up quite a bit. Because what I didn't realise is, I think for every 50 quid you give, the government gives you £12.50.
Really?
So the money in that is just going up and up and up because of this extra government top up, let alone the fact that the AI is making money for me itself anyway. So
I don't know, Stu. I'm out of crypto now. Really, I had Coinbase, but I just don't use it now.
I stick with reselling. I know what I'm doing, makes me money. It's allowed me to pay off substantial amounts of debt.
Yeah.
It's what I enjoy.
I couldn't do like day trading on free trade or whatever because I've got no idea what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just using it just to put some money away and.
I'll be honest. My strategy when I was doing the share trading was I would have a look whose shares are like dirt cheap, like a penny or 2 penny a share, that are big companies that I've heard of.
Yeah.
Right. And I bought their shares, and then if they went up to 4 or 5p, well, I'm cashing in then.
Yeah.
And I'm making 4 or 5 times return on me money. So that's all I was doing. So buying in when they just like at rock bottom. But they're at rock bottom for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm not just buying any company. I'm having a look at it and thinking, well, do I think this is one that's going to recover?
Yeah.
Is it big enough as a company, that a big enough brand that even if it hits severe trouble, it's going to get taken over by another brand because it's so big that it's going to carry on trading, and they're going to make an offer above value and drive the share price up. That was the logic, and it did well, but it felt too much like gambling, so I stopped doing it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get addicted to it because I could see that I'd get addicted, and I just thought, no, let an AI manage this for you now.
Yeah.
I give the AI some money every month.
I mean, like with free trade, they don't let you cash out anything until it hits like £2. So, like, I invested like very, very small amount in ITV. So it was like 80p a share, whatever. So I literally bought 2 or 3, and that money is just like stuck there now because ITV has never ever moved above like £1 or £2, whatever it is they want.
But you know how to get your money out, though, right?
No, like I literally can't do it on free trade.
You can. You just buy more shares in that company. So you put an extra, whatever the minimum is, you put that amount in, and then once you hit that minimum, you then withdraw the whole thing.
Oh,
So if it was £2 minimum, you would put in another. You'd probably have to put £1.60 in, buy 2 shares, but you put that in, and then you'd withdraw the £2.40.
But I think it's like per share, it has to hit £2.
On free trade, no, it's the total amount you've got invested.
Oh.
I deleted the free trade app today, funnily enough.
Did you?
Yeah. To be honest, I started off on free trade, and then I moved to trading 2-on-2 because there was just more choice on 2-on-2.
Stu, I got this email through from Coinbase saying that I had to, I don't know, update some information or whatever, and I've just ignored it because I literally don't use Coinbase anymore. I have it, but I can't invest in anything because I haven't updated certain information or whatever. But I think I'm all right with that. Like, crypto is just so volatile. Like, you would lose money like overnight, and it was just like,
I just find brands do well.
Yeah.
It's like
I've got S&P 500. I've got DAX, which is the German. DAX, which is the German one, and I've got bit of Apple, bit of Meta. Because things you used to be able to buy fractional stocks on free trade. It doesn't seem like you can do that now.
you could when I last used it, but I haven't used it for a year.
Yeah, like I can't see. I tried buying some more fractional stocks of like Meta and Google and things like that, but I can't do it. I've got to buy the whole thing. But I invested in Carol's group, which is like part of Burger King. I think I bought it at like £4 on a share. I got a couple. I've made about £9.19 out of it, which is 132.5% investment gain.
Well, that's insane.
I only bought like a couple.
See, and there's a couple of things you can do, because if it's a company that pays dividends, then you want to keep your money in while the share price is going up, because theoretically it's going up because the profits are going up and you're getting dividends.
It does do dividends, but I've only had like 2p out of it.
Yeah. Company I did well from was Rolls-Royce.
Oh, I've literally just invested with Rolls-Royce.
Well, their shares were shit like a year ago. I don't know what they're like now, but you could buy them for like 20p a share.
Oh, I've just paid £3.87 for one share.
Right. Yeah. If you got them when I did, you'd be quids in now.
Yeah.
I got him not long before it was announced that they had the contract to deliver nuclear fusion reactors.
Yeah.
So when I bought them, they just announced the fucking post-COVID financial results, which was just dire because nobody was buying plane parts. So the share price was just so low. And then they got this contract for nuclear fusion, and the share price went up about 10 times. I just cashed out. It's just like, brilliant. Thank you very much. I'll take that. I had 100 quid in them, 10 times return. You can do the maths on that.
I had about 50 quid spare in my free trade, so I was like, right. So I just kind of Googled, like, what's doing well now, and one was Rolls-Royce, and it was, well, obviously it's like £3.87 now.
Yeah, that's where your strategy is different to mine. I used to Google what's doing badly now.
Yeah.
And if it was a big brand that I knew had government contracts,
I
was going for it.
Yeah.
There's always a risk. You end up like with a quadrillion. But something like Rolls-Royce just like was never going to hit the wall. The share prices were only going to ever go in one direction. So I was like, yeah, thank you very much. They only made me some good money. Cineworld made me lots of money because their shares are trading at a penny each. Because
loads at Cineworld though. I had shares in Cineworld, and obviously with the pandemic, I lost it all.
Yeah, I was the one who bought them all for a penny ago, and then they because their finances are just, I don't know how they're still going, but they had a slight. It looked like things were turning around for a bit, so the shares went up to 5p. So I sold all those.
I've got 5 shares in IM Cannabis because I'm sure cannabis is going to go through the roof in Europe now. I'm sure of it. So I've got 5 in that. They were 32p each. But I just think with Germany legalizing it, like other countries are going to follow, and it's going to turn into like a big business.
Well, rumour has it that my accountant was so convinced that Mike Astley was going to take over Debenhams that he bought Debenhams shares.
Really?
Yep. So that went well for him, didn't it? Never take financial advice from a professional. Yeah. I wouldn't recommend people following my strategy with shares, though, to be honest. I just got very lucky.
Coinbase is on free trade, and it's gone up in the last month 119%, $139. Like, it's massively going up, but it's just, I don't know, like crypto itself is just mad. I had like a share in eBank, which now has picked up, but I sold it because it like dropped massively off. Got 37p left in it. It's minus 83%. But that now is far more than what I paid for it in the first place. So maybe I should have hung on to it.
Our younger viewers are probably, if they haven't switched off, are getting insanely bored. This younger viewers is what we is what you end up talking about when you've got a mortgage or a place of your own.
Yeah.
Richie Payne says e-buy gum is where you need to be. Oh, they got an app now, haven't they?
E-buy gum.
One platform I won't be selling on.
No.
On buy is potentially one that could do something though. They're spending a lot of money on Google ads, and Google ads is a really effective way of getting buyers, so they might do all right. There's there's people drop shipping from eBay on buy as well for a profit.
Yeah.
So that could be one to watch in the future.
Yeah.
But you know, like I went on the B&Q website the other day, right, to have a look for storage boxes. You know, to order on click and collect.
Yeah.
And I found some I wanted, and they weren't on click and collect. And I was like, "Oh, this is why aren't they on click and collect?" But but they're on delivery. And it turns out they're not from B&Q; they're from another third-party seller. So third parties can sell on B&Q's website now. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Bloody hell.
And then I was going down this rabbit hole, and there's loads of companies that effectively run their websites as like mini eBays and mini Amazons and stuff. I'm like, fucking hell, it blew my mind. Guess how many boxes I have bought in the last 2 days?
12.
Higher.
15.
Higher.
20.
This is bought and filled as well with stock. Higher.
25.
Higher.
50.
46.
Fuck now.
And I still need more. All I've been doing for the last 3-4 months is buying boxes to put stuff in, because I'm boxing it all up ready for the move as well.
Yeah.
Mental. We filled 46 boxes yesterday with stock in one day. You can't get, unless you go to Tesco's where they've got the price, you can't buy storage tubs in Wrexham currently, because they bought every single one in every shop, apart from B&Q and Wickes, which were too expensive.
It's mad.
And B&M was expensive as well. I haven't bought. So you go to, if you want a storage box in Wrexham, go to B&M, B&Q, or Tesco, or Wickes, because nowhere else has got any, because I've took them all. Yeah, 46. That was after I'd bought 20 the day before. In the last 2 weeks, let's say 3 weeks, I've bought over 100 80-litre boxes. So I think I've got too much stock.
Yeah, I'd say you did.
I think we've lost our dancers. No, we haven't lost the dancers, because I just had a comment about needing to buy 100 boxes. I'm going to go to Costco next week and buy some more. Oh, have you ever been to Costco?
No, I haven't got one in Cheltenham, I don't think.
It is the greatest shop in the world. It is amazing. I only discovered it this year when I started doing Amazon, thinking, oh, I need to go to a wholesaler. What's a wholesaler? Costco, which actually isn't a wholesaler, as it turns out. It's just a fucking retailer. But anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm in love with the place. Like, it is. I could spend the whole day there. It's just fantastic. And it sells everything that you don't ever need, but think you want. It is. It's just nirvana.
No, I haven't got one in Cheltenham. I think we used to have one like years ago, but I think it's shut.
They are expanding. They've already got 29 stores in the UK. They are the biggest company in the world, retail company in the world, and they haven't got Tesco's has got more shops than them. So Costco worldwide has got less shops than Tesco has just in the UK.
Yeah.
And yet Costco makes more money than any other retailer. It is insane. Do you know why?
Why?
Because they charge membership. So that most of their money comes from their membership fees.
Yeah.
They make billions and billions and billions of pounds from membership that they charge. So there's stuff in the shop, but their own brand is like, you get like you go into Tesco's and you've got like your Tesco value. It's not called that anymore.
Yeah.
But your Tesco value, and then you've got your normal Tesco, and then you've got your Tesco Extra Special, which is the expensive stuff.
Yeah.
Well, the Costco own brand is the equivalent of the Tesco Extra Special, but cheaper.
Right.
The quality is brilliant. It's just like, So it's fantastic, and I can buy stuff there for Amazon as well. So I go there.
There's one in Gloucester.
But yeah, I don't think there's anything you can buy in there for eBay. I think the margin's not there for eBay, but the margin's definitely there for Amazon on quite a bit of stuff. Some of the stuff. I wouldn't say quite a bit of it, but
I should put nearest Costco, which is Coventry, Birmingham, and Bristol to me.
Well, I took my mum there. She's a member now.
Is she?
Yeah. Oh, she thought it was amazing. Like, how have I waited 39 years to go to this place? I've got the top tier membership. I can't remember what it's called now, but the ultimate membership. So you get 2% cash back on everything there.
Oh, nice.
So the membership will pay for itself because I'm spending hundreds a month there.
Yeah. Oh,
They will actually be paying me to be a member.
So where's your nearest Costco?
It's called the Chester branch, but it's not in Chester.
Oh, okay.
It's in right on the border of Chester and North Wales, in Deeside. So it's about a half-hour drive.
Yeah.
To get there. But the other thing is as well, they got a petrol station there, and the petrol's 3p a litre cheaper than anywhere else. So if I go there and fill me, if I go there and fill me fuel tank, and I've already recovered the cost of the fuel from going there.
Yeah.
Before I even start buying stock. Brilliant. People should just go to Costco to buy for themselves because it's immense.
Yeah. I want to come to Costco with you. I'll get some Pokemon stuff.
Oh, you honestly, I could spend hours and hours in that place. And they have, and then when you finish, when you paid for everything, they have a cafe there that does a hot dog and unlimited refill drink for £1.50.
That's mad.
I was just like, thank you very much. It's doing wonders for my diet. Somewhere, I might have to go. Oh no, there it is. Battery's running out of charge. So I'm just going to see if I can charge the laptop. But yeah, if I could get some Costco merch, I'd be well happy. Give me a Costco cap and a Costco t-shirt. Yeah, no, it's amazing. They're doing Wasagu. Is it Wasagu burgers?
Oh, Wagyu.
Wagyu, that's it.
Yeah.
They were doing them and they were like working out, it was like £1 each or something. I was thinking, fucking hell, I need some of this action. And not the shit Wagyu ones.
Or something.
Madam?
Were they frozen or?
No, they were fresh ones.
Really? Fucking hell.
They're frozen now because I put them in the freezer because there was like 12 in a pack.
Yeah.
It was like 12 in a pack for £12, £11.99 on a member deal.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, what the fuck's the member deal? Because everyone's a fucking member, otherwise you're not here.
Yeah.
But anyway, member deal. So that, and they're like, because you get Wagyu burgers in Aldi, but the percentage of Wagyu meat is not very high.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's twice as much in these, and they were half the price. I was like, this place is amazing. Steaks, big fucking packs of steaks and all sorts going on. I was like, oh.
Bloody hell.
I had a Costco steak tonight.
Did you?
Yeah.
You need to take me. We need to go.
All my toilet roll now, triple ply, Costco. You need a van just to like, because you go in there and you think, right, I'm going to buy this, and this. And then you come out and you haven't bought any of that. You spent £250 on something else. There's people walking out of there with sheds and all sorts. And you think, there's no way you came here to buy a shed.
Yeah.
But no, it's I've only been to the Chester one. I think I'm hopefully going to the Derby one with the accountant's wife next weekend. If we've survived our cocktails on Friday night. So looking forward, we're having a cocktail session. Looking forward to that.
Nice.
So there's lots of people going to this reseller summit at the weekend, and I think they're all.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So go in there, but on a Friday, because the accountant and his wife live in Derby.
Yeah.
We're doing our own thing on the Friday night. I think other people got out for a meal and whatever, but we're going out for cocktails. I mean, and having a
Oh, that's nice. I totally forgot about the reseller summit actually.
I didn't go to the one last year.
No, I didn't. I have to admit, I was a little bit skeptical about it, but people seemed to be really happy afterwards. I thought, oh, maybe
Yeah.
I'll go this year, but I just hadn't had the money to go. To be quite honest, it's
Well,
gonna be one of those things. I'll be like, maybe I'll go next year. Maybe I'll go next year.
I just couldn't afford it last year.
Yeah,
Just couldn't afford it. Tickets were more expensive this year than they were last year. But last year I was still in debt, so I just
yeah,
couldn't afford the expense. This year is like, you've got the money,
yeah,
just go for it, see what it's like. If you enjoy it, go back.
yeah.
That's
I have to admit, last year, obviously, it was like the first year I was a little bit skeptical. Don't get me wrong, I was one of those kind of skeptic people. Like, I'm not going to lie about it, but yeah, people seem to really enjoy it and be up for the next one. I thought maybe I will try the next one, but I just didn't have the money, basically.
it is expensive, and I'm not looking at it thinking I'm going to walk away from that as a better reseller or anything like that. I'm thinking I'm going to walk away from that having met some new people that I wouldn't have got the
Yeah,
opportunity to meet otherwise.
yeah, yeah,
That's the only reason I'm going to go meet some new people. And slight problem is they're probably going to be fucking hungover as fuck on a Saturday now. I'm going out for cocktails the night before, but I hadn't realised it was a 9 o'clock start. But there
yeah,
you go. Oh, your biker jackets doing you got from Fleek. I think I've sold all but one of them,
yeah,
David, of the ones that I've listed. I've got loads I haven't listed because I'm crap at listing stuff. I buy it and then I don't list it. So I listed a few. I've sold a few.
yeah. But you do like big binge listing, don't you? Like,
Mm.
you'll have one day where you'll do like 30 odd listings.
I had last September. I did 50 listings a day every day
Yeah,
for a
you
whole month, and I made thousands doing that. I went over the VAT. If I'd been on, if my turnover that month had been the same every other month for the 12 months prior, I'd have been over that. But it was just, 1 month's turnover. Well, actually, it was turned out to be 2 months turnover that went over the threshold. But then I was back down under it with a fucking terrible January this year. So no, terrible February this year. I was pushed me right back down under it. So,
yeah,
but yeah, the ones are listed. They're not going for quite as much as I thought. I thought I'd get about 40 quid a jacket. They're going for about 30 quid a jacket, but it costs 11 quid each, basically. So that's still profit.
yeah.
So yeah, if anyone wants to buy from Fleek, I do have a discount code. If you go back and watch one of my Fleek videos, you'll get you 10% off your first purchase as a new customer. Off orders over 250 quid, and it does work because somebody used it the other day.
Yeah, I've looked at Fleek, but I just find it like it's too expensive for me.
Have a look at Creed Vintage on Fleek. They Pakistani company. They have some of their stuff's too expensive. Some of their stuff's quite reasonable. Just have a look through their page. I guarantee you'll find stuff in there that you'll make money on.
I'm trying to search it now.
But yeah,
Yeah,
and use my discount code for 10% off. Yeah, Creed Vintage. I've bought a few things from, and I should have released my NASCAR video because I bought some NASCAR t-shirts from them. I
yeah,
didn't read the description properly. It said NASCAR stroke racing t-shirts. So there's only a few of them that were NASCAR.
yeah.
The ones that were NASCAR, most of them were signed by the racers
Oh, really?
themselves. So you can only imagine how much they're worth.
Yeah.
Just fucking one of them paid for the whole lot. So I was like, this is the best thing ever. Obviously,
They got some like funny shit on here, like big offer, get 50 Carhartt like bucket hats for £21 each.
yeah. The thing to remember with Fleek is because it's international. that price to you is 21 quid, but to a different country, it might be £5.
But
So they're not.
I'm still paying like £21, no, am I?
Yeah, but they're not necessarily charged. That they're not targeting you with that advert. They might be targeting the country where it's £5. So they don't even know you can see the listing. That's it's like GSP basically.
So say like if I clicked on that and was like, yeah, am I still paying £21 a hat?
No, you'll pay £21 a hat, but somebody in a different country would pay a lot less.
Right.
So when they're designing their listing, they're targeting it for the people who are buying in that country. The same as when you're writing a listing, you're writing it for somebody in the UK. But if you've got GSP on, somebody in France might buy it, but they'll pay a shitload more. And you might put in your listing dead cheap, £5 each or whatever. But that person in France was seeing it at 20 quid each because they're paying GSP prices. You've got to look for the stuff that's targeted for a UK audience.
Yeah.
So either a UK-based supplier or a Pakistani one are usually the best to go for. Indian ones can be okay. I know Jean-Luc bought for some Indian suppliers and had some good stuff. There are a couple of USA suppliers on there that you can get some good stuff from as well.
Yeah.
Well, we could do it now. I could go on Fleek now and see if I can find a profitable bundle.
Yeah, do it now, because what I'm seeing on this Creed, I'm not seeing profit right now.
Right. Let's do a screen share. I remember how to do this now. It's so long. Right, share screen. Right, you'll have to tell me if this is coming up right.
It's a bit small. I'm just gonna have a wee.
Right, Fleek. Well, I'll wait for this stuff to come up. Oh yeah, fulfilled by Fleek. Might have to log in for that. Not seen that fulfilled by Fleek before. It's a new one. I haven't ordered from them since before Christmas. I think I've got 60 quid's worth of credit actually that I need to use with Fleek. Better prices, faster shipping, quality guarantee. Hello, fulfilled by Fleek. So what have we got on there? North Face light jackets, £11.36. Pro Sport, £7.59. You might make a bit of money on the Pro Sport actually. Representative. Okay.
My back is killing me. What's now? I'm alright when I'm sat down.
Sorry, I got distracted by this fulfilled by Fleek, which actually seems to be Creed vintage stuff. But anyway, right. So I have certain categories that I look for on Fleek. So NASCAR's one. So I'll have a look, see what comes up on there. Now, is this coming up on screen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got some insane prices here: £83.70 per piece. Next to it, you've got £21.38 per piece. So one of those bundles ain't going to be for here. One you might make some money on. 21 quid a piece for a NASCAR jacket, you'd be all right.
Yeah.
You've got these reworks here. They can go for 50, 60 quid a piece. They're at 25 at the minute. So there's a bit of money there. Your NASCAR t-shirts, wanted to be trying to get below a tenner. So it's £10.61 there. It's probably a bit high. £10.10, just out of budget, I would say. Let's have a look on the load more. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a huge amount on the NASCAR front at the minute. Motorcycle jackets is a good one.
Yeah.
So a lot of motorcycle jackets. But motorcycle boots there. $65.44 a piece. You're not going to make money on that. I don't know how to get rid of this thing. Right. I've got what I want. Oh, I see. I've got a video here of some stuff from Pakistan. $16.75 per piece. See, on these videos, you want to look for certain brands.
Yeah.
When they come up, like Alpine Star, none of these brands look that great to me, so I would just come straight off that. They're about 30 quid jackets in there. You know, you're going to break even on that. We got, when you see leather ones like this, leather ones do well, but don't want to be paying too much for them. Let's see, what have we got? These ones at $13.20 might have some money in. Let's have a look on the video. Fuck me, it's going at speed. There's nothing stand out in that. There's one 40 quid jacket in there, maybe a 50 quid jacket in there. You'd make a little bit of money on that one, but not huge amounts. Let's see what else we got. One category I would like to try is army jackets.
Yeah.
So let's see what we've got here. Actual army jackets. What I'm looking for is the ones that are not like these, but are actual dress uniform ones.
Yeah.
So let's see if they've got any. Don't know. Right, here we go. Vintage army clothing, 20 pieces. Let's have a look at this bundle here. Grade A, representative. She'd probably have to contact the seller to ask for a video of the actual items, but these kind of ones here, you see where they've got patches and such like on?
Yeah.
That, you should be looking at 20, 25 quid per piece. You're paying £8.78 per piece, including shipping. Likely to make money on it. But what you would want to do with this one, because it's only showing you representative, you'd want to message the seller by clicking chat with seller and saying, look, I'd like 20 army jackets with patches on for the price of £175.54. And then they'll just pull you out 20 and send them to you.
Okay.
Easy money. And if there's any issues with it, you just contact Fleek and they'll sort out a refund for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Christina, if you're still watching, it's not a Saturday yet. Let's have a look at Creed. Let's see if I can get Creed. I don't know if they come up on the search. Creed vintage. All right, I'm gonna have to go back to the home page. The search doesn't seem to bring up a wholesaler name. NFL shirts is a good one to look for on here as well, actually. Featured vintage. There we go. Creed vintage. So see, we've got the quality store and repeat buyers. Right. So you've got some expensive stuff here. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Right, so you've got some Harley Davidson shirts there, £16.53. You've got Harley Davidson mix here. These Harley mixes, there's probably going to be some money in those. This one's interesting, the cowboy jackets. 20 quid a piece, but they can go for really good money. So I'd be interested, and there should be a video on this of the actual items. So let's have a look. Yeah, so that's a proper
don't hassle.
That one looks a bit better.
Yeah.
On this, I would just be messaging him and saying, can you tell me what the brands are on these 15 jackets?
Yeah.
And they get back to you fairly quick. And then you could just put the brand and the name into eBay. And you'll probably find that there's one or two of these are going for 60, 70 quid. And the rest like 40, 50 quid maybe.
Yeah.
But again, that's something you should make money. But you just got to speak to the supplier and just say, got your video. Can you just tell me the actual brands that are included in this? And then they come back and tell you. These reworked jackets can do quite well. Let's see what else we got here. So these made in USA sweatshirts here. That Penn State one.
Yeah.
That's probably got some money in it. Because that, I don't know if you can see. I'll try and pause it. See how that's a Jerseys jacket? It's got a vintage Jerseys tag on.
Okay.
That's probably an actual Penn State sweatshirt. So I suspect that has got some good value in it. Let's see what else is in here. It's made in USA. You know it's 90s. That Georgetown one, that Grandad one. This one's a good one. That's a really good one there. The Long Island one's 25 quid. That's a 30 quid one. That Packer one I've sold for 40 quid before.
Yeah.
That Tram one will do well. That Champions one will do well. So it looks expensive.
I find Champion doesn't go very well for me. It's a sticky for me.
Depends on if it was Champion made in the USA, so an 80s, 90s piece or earlier.
Yeah.
You might find it would do well. So this one, for example, I would seriously consider myself, because if there's some really good jumpers in there that I think would cover the cost. But you've just got to take the time to look at the videos and see what's in it, and not be put off by the initial price, but actually have a look to see what's in there. We've got these All-American T-shirts here. This is probably shit. Because this is like £9 a ticket. Right, that Cowgirls of the Wild West T-shirt looks interesting. But yeah, these T-shirts are probably about 15 to 20 quid each. So you're not going to make money on that.
Yeah.
So there will be stuff there that's just like never going to make you money. And whenever they say something's vintage, it fucking very rarely is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But here you've got a bundle of Ralph Lauren single stitch T-shirts. Could have some value. Those North Face puffers look good. The reworked, interesting. I wouldn't bother with chap shirts.
No, I've looked at chaps a couple of times, but it's not that good, I don't think.
The mix of sports t-shirts bundles you got here, they're always worth looking at because there's quite often some NFL pieces in there.
Yeah.
The Carhartt dungarees, they can go for 45, 50 quid each.
Yeah.
It's not huge margins, but with wholesale, if you're doubling your money, then you've done well. That's the
Yeah. Yeah.
the Hawaiian shirts are overpriced. You can get those cheaper elsewhere. You can get those for £6 a piece at this time of year.
Yeah, that is true of wholesale. If you doubled your money, you've done well.
Here you've got Canada Goose. Now these should be real. Now a Canada Goose jacket is hundreds of pounds.
Yeah, it is.
So £71 each. That is going to be real money if they're genuine. If they're not genuine,
yeah, providing they're real.
If they're not genuine, you contact them. You say these items aren't genuine, and you get a refund.
But what if they're like, oh yeah, they are though?
Doesn't matter because it's the same as on eBay. You've raised an INAD, so Fleek will cover you. If they insist they are, all they can do is ask for a return, and they'll pay for the return shipping. So you're not going to lose anything.
And you've got a code on Fleek, right?
Yeah. On any videos where I've given a review of Fleek will have the code. Something like Money Mental UK 10 off or something like that. Actually, that might be my eBay discount code. That's my eBay discount code. So like Money Mental 10 or UK 10, but have a look. But yeah, if I had the money, I'd be buying that Canada Goose bundle.
Hi Ross, nice to see you.
Right, anyway, that's enough promotion of something that doesn't give me money.
My back is fucking killing.
Hello, Rob. Hello, Ross. Yeah, there's a lot of overpriced stuff on there. You've got to take the time to look on it and sift through and speak to the wholesalers. And don't be afraid to negotiate a price with them as well. If you see something there and you think that's too expensive, just tell them how much you can pay and see if they can do a deal.
Yeah.
Don't take the first price you're given. Same as going to a car boot.
Yeah. I didn't know that you could like negotiate on Fleek, to be honest.
Yeah. Just click that. Every listing will have a chat with button. Press that. Open a negotiation.
I've had a couple, mate, but it's medicinal. My back is fucking killing me. I don't know what I've done to it, but every time I get up or twist, I can feel it.
Work's going to be fun tomorrow then, isn't it?
I know. I might have to see what I'm like in the morning, because it's fucking killing. I must have picked something up funny today or something, because I was alright, but my back is like killing me. Sometimes you don't have to like do anything, do you? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, all I have to do is get up in the morning and it's fucking kicked in.
I feel like I've done something to it today, because it's just got stiffer and stiffer as the evening's gone on.
I do have that problem with something else.
Each time I've got up to like go to the loo, I've been like, ow, ow, ow.
Getting older, Sophie, that's the problem.
Yeah, I've done something to it today.
Bits stop working like they used to.
Yeah, it's right down the bottom of my back.
Do you want me to? There's no helpful suggestions I can offer. I'm too far away.
I think you need to give me a massage or something, because
I can't do it. I just I don't think a virtual massage will have the same effect somehow.
No, I don't think it will either. I've done something. I feel like I'll tell you what I feel like. You know, like when you need to lie on the floor. You know, when you put your leg over and turn that way.
It's been a long time since I've got my leg over, Sophie, to be honest.
You know what I mean. But yeah, I've done something to my back. I don't know what I've done or when it was, but I was fine today, and now I've done something to my back, and it really hurts just to get up or turn around.
Another news, it looks like I'm going to be 65 quid off £1,000 week on Amazon. I'm not getting any more sales on it.
Do you know what? I'm actually going to just lie on the floor and do that, you know, that leg thing. So I feel like something needs to click, I think.
Once you get on that floor, you ain't getting back up.
No, I've done something to my back. I need to like try and click it out. Ow! No, that doesn't work. No, there's nothing to click.
I hate to say I told you so, but
Oh, that really hurt. No, my back is fucked.
Neil says try a shit you map.
What?
Shaggy map.
Shaggy map? What's that?
Oh, fucking close. Some kind of. He's probably been sexual.
Oh God, I need to do something. It feels like it needs to do something, but that didn't work. I thought that would solve it, just doing, you know, like a stretch.
I in no way thought that would in any way solve anything other than putting you in more pain. So
Why?
you know,
Why did you think that?
because they're clearly just like anything like that. Unless you're actual chiropodist, is just fucking not going to help.
A chiropodist is
chiropractor.
So chiropodist is for feet, you idiot.
Yeah. Chiropractor. That's the one I meant. I always get it too confused.
I feel like someone needs to like stand on my back or something.
I've watched a few videos where people do that with heels.
Well, no, not with heels. Just
looks very painful to me. Evening, Kathy. My future mother-in-law has arrived.
Hi, Kathy.
I'm not Googling anything. I've fallen for this trap before. I'm not putting anything into Google. There's all kinds of shit comes up. It's a trap. Don't fall for it, folks.
No, I've killed my back. I don't know what I've done, but I've killed my back.
I get amazed at some of the questions that I see on the social media.
Do we hop off, Andrew? Do you fancy a bit of green room time? Or
Yeah, can you?
Hop off, because my back is fucking killing me.
Yeah, I'll finish my cam. Thank you, everybody, for watching Drinking with Andrew. I've been your host, Andrew. This has been the much better host, Sophie.
And unfortunately, my back is killing, so I don't fancy being on a camera. Sorry about that, everybody.
That's right. They've had nearly 3 hours anyway. Next week, there will be no Drinking with Andrew, as I will be in Derby for the Reseller Summit.
I'll be on Wednesday Night Live, though. Wednesday Night Live does resume from next week for the foreseeable.
Sophie will be back on Wednesday Night Live if her back recovers.
Yeah.
If not, it may be a live broadcast from Sophie's bed.
Yeah. Well, Jeff's been in my bed, so you know.
There you go.
It's not a new thing.
See you in Derby. Excellent. All right. Take care. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Adios.